Hitman Pike, and I am esports shoutcaster with the one, the only Hardcore League. And tonight we are going to be watching 405 versus Strike Team 6 as these guys go heads up in a 16 versus 16 Conquest Hardcore match. Guys, if you want to find out a little bit more about the Hardcore League, then do keep your eye out. We will be dropping little gems of information as the night goes on how to join, how to get involved. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that follow button. And before we do get started, I'm just going to give you a little shout out to Gamers Community and the guys that make this all possible. If you want to find out a little bit more about Gamers Community, you can find them at Twitter at GamersCom6. Don't forget to hit them up and give them a follow as well. In the meantime, looks like we've got a couple of dudes over from the 405 spawning in, getting ready as they mean to carry on. And let's have a look, see whether the guys over at Strike Team 6 are spawned in. Let's just make sure we got right. Right, let's just swap the logos up so we don't get you guys all confused. No. Yeah. There we go. And let's do the text boxes. Move those. Move that there. Move that there. And move that there. Brilliant. There we go. Now everything is ship shape and Bristol fashion. Alright, let's see how these two guys are going to approach things. Looks like 405 are just going to be completing the burn. Or is it just that Strike Team 6 have got off to an incredibly slow start there? It is a little bit hard to tell at this stage. Let's go in and have a look at how Charlie is going to go down, because at this stage I'd be expecting quite a lot of heavy contacts going on. Alright, just bear with me guys, I've got no sound at the moment. I'll just have to get that fixed in a moment. Let's just see how these two teams get on. Looks like 405 have the initiative on Charlie, gaining an early cap. Strike Team 6 coming in extremely slow there, and not many members looking to come together. Again, making the very old school mistake of theirs, really, not getting out of the spawn quickly enough. Not too sure. They were a little bit of confusion perhaps there on whether it was going to be a 3-minute start there. Let's get in on ability here as he's covering around the outside, just getting taken out by Joker there coming around the corner, and it looks like I'm going to be cursing these guys. ERW, team leader for 405, currently holding strong underneath Charlie. Not much possibility of him getting around there at the moment. He looks to be on his own and quite low on health. And of course, because this is hardcore, guys, he's not going to be regenerating that health very quickly. At the moment, covering the side there. Just bear with me, guys. So, just going to... right, there we go. Fire up that streaming and hopefully we'll get some sound this time. There it is. Lovely sound. And just sticking with ERW here at the moment as he moves round, making use of that Hell Regal there, getting taken out by Dato and his Fedorov Antonov. So unfortunately, did I call it Fedorov Antonov? That's actually an aeroplane, I think. Getting a little bit tongue-tied there. ERW and his team at 405 still holding strong here on the flank, managing to push up and back round onto Charlie flag, which looks like it's initially gone into Strike Team 6's hands. ERW still holding strong, going down to a grenade there though. Unfortunately, it was a friendly grenade from Ability, and that is going to cost them in the long run if they don't consolidate this position here at Charlie. As things stand at the moment, AWJ just holding tight right in between the midst of 405, doing quite a bit of damage there, but the guys don't seem to have picked up on the fact that he's there, but he's getting into it, not quite able to see because of the smoke, still keeping up that kill stream, and he's just gone down, unfortunately there. Definitely worth a clipping if ever I thought there was one. Right, let's just look at how the overall objective is appearing, and Charlie at the moment is definitely a bone of contention between the two communities. At the moment, we have Strike Team 6 holding in the lead, my apologies, 405 holding in the lead with 82 points, Strike Team 6 with 74 points, both communities holding strong there. And just to have a quick look at Alpha here, we've got AJW who's managed to get round on the flank, and it's going to definitely cause 405 some headaches, but as things look at the moment, 405 don't have anyone other than Jessman moving down to Alpha. So let's just go and have a look up at Charlie and how Mike's getting on, because Charlie is definitely looking a little bit thin on the ground from Strike Team 6's point of view. But let's see how it's going on. Foggy 10 dropping the diamonds there, making it rain. What's going on, my brothers? Good to have you in the chat. It's good to be back, my friend. 405 Lavish just managing to get one of his enemy there, but just getting taken out from Lost Pikachu, and it looks like leaving Buddy on his 6 here alone, and he's going to go down against Ash. Ash and Cambo getting very close before Ash drops him. No quarter was expected, and no quarter was given in that firefight. Okay, and at the moment 405 have been able to take Charlie back from Strike Team 6, but Strike Team 6 concentrating themselves on the rear flags, which is very typical of Strike Team 6 tactics, and I'm not surprised to see it employed here today. As things stand at the moment, they are keeping the points, the ticket deficit very reduced. It's only a mere 7 tickets between the two communities, so whose game it's going to be at the end of this, I'm not too sure. Just popping in on Jessman here, who we saw dropping people like a mofo earlier, and he's making use of the, is it the RSC if I'm not mistaken? I believe it's the RSC. He's just picked up the new weapon there, and looks like oh, my apologies, no, that's the MG15, isn't it? Okay, just getting taken out there, unfortunately, by Booyah. We can see the Fedorov Avtomat is a very popular weapon amongst the players out there. Whether it'll be encouraging people to play as medic a little bit more, giving them obviously a bit of an automatic weapon for people to use, might encourage it. At the moment, it looks like both teams have got a healthy respect for the amount of medics they need. I see 8+ medics on each team at the moment. I'm just going to cover Mikey Bob at the moment, just as he goes down there on Delta, leaving Ability and Savage the boss on the flag with no current resistance in sight. And it looks like 405 have taken a leaf out of SWAT's book and have decided to start hitting those black flags. But as I've been discussing the Strike Team 6's back flags, they are of course concentrating on Alpha objective and doing a good job of it, if I don't say so myself, with 405 putting minimal effort into trying to retake it. They've got a very good presence, and they're making that presence felt. Again, a lot of medics down there on the field, which is definitely going to go in their advantage. 405 coming in now a bit stronger, and we're seeing Jessman and Coma moving up, backed up by Doom and ERW, team leader for 405, leaving Booyah on his own at the moment. He's in a very sticky position, but he's holding out firm with Jessman running round. I'm not sure that Jessman's picked up on his position. Booyah is holding out firm, and he is doing incredibly well. He just needs to hold out a little bit longer, and he can rely on some spawns from his squad mates, hopefully. And it looks like AJW and Ezekiel coming in the background there, going up against ERW, managing to take ERW down, leaving Booyah in a good position to take out Coma. But of course, because this is hardcore, it's really hard to tell where the enemy team is, especially if you're in close proximity. So we've got two team players at the moment. Booyah is just holding firm and still waiting on a spawn. I don't know where his squad mates are at the moment, but he could definitely do with some support. I can't blame him for wanting to hold out tight and keep things strict. By the looks of it, Strike Team 6 have just taken the lead there, and fair play to them, because their strategy of concentrating on those black flags and leaving Charlie objective to 405 is definitely working their advantage. Currently with Strike Team 6 running 201 points to 405's 195. Strike Team 6 definitely look to be in a strong position to maintain that hold as well, as very minimal presence from 405 on the various flags. Just covering Camo Bubba at the moment as he moves into Bravo, supported by his team Savage and Ability and Doc. At the moment, the guy's just doing a nice 360 cover there, with one contact being picked up on there out to the south. Sorry about that, guys, just had to have a sip of tea. See how these guys are getting on down here, because I'm not seeing much movement from the Germans. They look to have backed up here and just be concentrating themselves on Alpha. Right, between the two communities at the moment, it doesn't look like there's much room on flags there, so Strike Team 6 definitely need to pick up on those back flags and monopolise their position at the moment, because as things stand, with only Jessman now and only one surviving Booyah still holding firm. Fair play to Booyah, he's been back here for ages, and finally he's getting some support, but unfortunately support went down. Booyah's now, he's just holding out. Doomshot coming in, making an attempt, but getting bayoneted there by Joker. Absolutely fantastic to see the level of teamwork coming out from these two Strike Team 6 members at the moment. Working off the back of it, they look like they're in a movie, and Wrigley Scott would be proud. And it looks like they've managed to maintain that position on Alpha. Strike Team 6 was in a very vulnerable position there, but if they manage to capitalise on this position at Alpha, I do believe they're going to maintain that that ticket dominance. However, it looks like we've got Jessman, ERW moving in, and ERW's made himself on Joker. Booyah just holding out tight. Booyah is not one for giving up his position. He really does prefer to defend himself rather than attack himself. With Stephen just spawning in there just in time. Unfortunately, ERW getting the drop on both of them there, and leaving 405 very much in charge of Alpha. But as we see here at the moment, Strike Team 6 is moving up on Charlie, and what will be interesting to see is whether they're able to consolidate this position now. With having the free flags, they're in a good position to gain extra tickets, so let's see from let's see how it goes at the moment, really. But I have to say, I'm really glad to see Strike Team 6 doing so well. They put in a lot of effort. 405, very respected team. You know, they're a very hard team to go up against. So for Strike Team 6 to be performing this well is just fantastic to see. And I'm sure 405 will be the first to admit that they're happy to see how Strike Team 6 is coming on here. Unfortunately, looks like I Need Sleep just got Buffalo with his sword there. Not a very pleasant way to die for Buffalo, but unfortunately that is the name of the game. And gets some missing quite a few times there, and hoping to get the kill, managing to get the kill just before he goes down, and not looking too good for him at the moment. Doc Rusty going 16-0. Let's just land up on Doc for a minute here, see how Doc's getting on, because obviously Doc, whatever he's doing it right. I would imagine there's probably a Hell Regal in there somewhere, but let's see. I am making pre-accusations here. My apologies, Doc. Doc holding out firm on Echo at the moment, with not leaving much opportunity for the other team to come in there. Looks like he's making use of the Mondragon, which is definitely one of the more effective medical weapons. It's the first one I started using, and it's definitely, I've had a love affair with it ever since. Everything from the reload to the mag capacity to its stability is just fantastic. If you're struggling with the medic class, then I recommend that you go for the Mondragon. At the moment, Doc Rusty holding out firm. He's managing to take out Strike Team 6 one at a time as they come around that corner, holding out in the back of the room there. And looks like it's going to be a bayonet. Oh no, not quite. Pistol. It's from Lost Pikachu. Pikachu was going in there with his bayonet though, and it looks like Strike Team 6 took minimal casualties whilst recapturing Echo here. And with only Doc Rusty to defend, he unfortunately got his first death of the match. But considering we're 10 minutes in now, that's pretty impressive. Just covering Camo Bubba here for a minute again. He's just getting a few kills here on Echo with his bar. And unfortunately just going down to Ash, who's making use of the Sublanda 1906. Covering ability here at the moment, he is recapturing Delta at the moment with his teammates. Doesn't look like they've got too much in the way of enemy presence going on there. And as things stand, I would imagine... yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see. Right. Let's cover Buffalo here for a minute, because Buffalo's having a tidy little run with the Fedorov. And as things stand at the moment, the two communities running neck and neck, and it looks to me like 405 are now back in the lead, and of course they do have flag dominance at the moment, leaving Strike Team 6 with a tickets deficit of approximately 30 points. Sorry, my bad, 20 points. Strike Team 6 forming up a front line there on Delta. You can just see it in the shape formation of the team there, but making use of the trench system on Delta to defend it. Delta, of course, being quite a hard flag to attack, but also a hard flag to defend, depending on what approach you go for. And as things look at the moment, everyone's splitting off, going in different directions. Manny the Man looks to be going back to Echo, making contact here, managing to wipe out majority of the Strike Team 6 players here, sorry, of the 405 players here before he goes down to Bubba. Let's just take a look at that map here for a second, because I just want to land on Doc or Doom, or possibly Hills or Pikachu. Pikachu having an extremely good round there. We've caught a couple of Pikachu's kills there in the past, and they have been extremely effective to say the least. So let's see how he's doing it, making use. Is that the Mosin Nagant he's got, or is it the... oh no, I do believe it's the M95 Marksman, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong there. Let's have a look. Oh, we're getting raided by Necro. What's going on, brother? Shout out to our brother Necro. Necrosaurus Rex. Long may that beard be grown, my friend. Hashtag beard wars. Alright, covering Hills here at the moment. He's got a good position here to do some damage. However, he's got an LMG on the far side who was also picked up onto his position. He's going to loose off a couple of MG30s and see how we get on there, clearing out the bunker and managing to put a few players down there. Definitely an effective assault by Strike Team 6 on Delta, but they still haven't managed to clear the flag out yet. Mickey Bob being one of the few Strike Team 6 players left, with Buffalo now the only Strike Team 6 player left. He is definitely up against it here. And it looks like these guys are being hunted down at the moment. Buffalo managing a pretty sick one piece there before getting taken out by Medicine Owl. And Mason there making it rain again with the weird Halloween stuff that makes me kind of feel uncomfortable inside. But let's land on get some here, because these guys are fighting the last stand on Echo. It looks like they're pretty much surrounded by 405, and you can hear outside they are above them and all around them. At the moment they are managing to take the objective, but oh, unfortunately ability just get some there, and it looks like those guys were given no quarter by the sieging team. Just covering Lost Pikachu back again, see how he's getting on with his M95 Marksman. Looks like he's going to be running in on Delta. Looks a little bit on his own there. I don't see any teammates in his immediate vicinity, and that could be a little bit of an issue for him, as 405 have been running strong on Delta flag. Alright, we're getting quite a lot of love at the moment from Hardcore League. Welcome home. Alright, Right, looks like these guys are managing to take Delta at the moment with very little going on, and it's great to see that Delta is finally getting taken by Strike Team 6. It's definitely one of the flags that they've had a lot of issues with this round, and it does look like they're getting a bit of a presence here though on Alpha, and they're definitely not letting up. That tickets divide is starting to get a little bit more divided now as we move into the last 20 tickets of the round, guys. This has been an exceptionally interesting match to cover, with 405 initially coming out strong from the but then losing their back flags to Strike Team 6, and then Strike Team 6 taking the lead from them from 405, and then eventually 405 taking the lead back. So we've had a lot of events go on in this round, and I hope you guys have been clipping left, right and centre, because again, the tickets deficit there is very few. Well, guys, that was extremely interesting to cover there, wasn't it? So a little shout out for our social media there, guys, if you want to catch up with us. So that was 500 to 450. Don't forget to check us out, guys. Share us to your friends. Let them know that there is a competitive Battlefield 1 league. A lot of people are starting to learn about us now these days. And also, guys, keep an eye out for that dogfight tournament. Alright, guys, so we got some pretty awesome scores there from 405. Jessman going 22 to 10. Dr. Rusty having a really good game there at 19 to 3. And on Strike Team 6's, we've got Ash to Ash. He's going 14 to 7. Hills 18 to 7. So definitely some good kill death ratios from both teams.
What's up, you filthy animals? A Badger ate my baby here for the Hardcore League Network, telling you how to get a content creation liaison set up for your team. Have that guy or gal send me a cool message on Discord, a DM message, and we'll get you set up with a team folder. Make sure your logo is good for the season that you guys are using, and then get with Bosch, that ugly old bastard, to set you up with that new liaison role so you can access the Highlight Media channel here on Discord. All you have to do then is while you're hanging out on Twitch, kicking back, tossing back a couple cool ones while you're watching a shoutcast of your buddies shooting each other in the face, you can use that clip feature, get 36 seconds of footage, or go back and archive broadcasts and get the same thing with that clip feature. Drop it in the Highlight Media channel. We'll push it out on social media during the week, Twitter, Facebook. Send it over to that furry bastard Evil the Cat to make sure your team stays in the limelight while you're at work, school, or even panhandling like D12. You know, that's how they make all their money. You want to see how it looks? Here you go.
Push all these objectives that they need, that they're close to, like Charlie right now. The Snake for the well-performed
yeah,
match.
On a debut match.
On a
coming out with
debut
a
match.
big win.
Argumentum, Frost teammates in on Bravo. Possibly might be wise for them to go to some team support. Ooh. Damn, that is some crazy shot there from Saint D Dobo. Which is a good idea. Oh, thank you very much, Foggy 10 for the biddy. What's up, my buddy? Thank you very much for dropping by. That's Deadly Pound also going down to Boomstick, which Boomstick managing the 2-piece. Now getting supported by Devo, who's very centrally put some smoke down.
Hi. Shoot, I'm missing everybody, man. I don't like you. You. And it's like, wait, who'd you point at? Did you point at me, or who were you pointing at when you said your generic insults?
We need to be enough. He did just get that. He's on it. Oh, with the triple. Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? He gets the
gets
4,
it.
man! Oh my goodness.
Rock and roll, all of them working that patch. I bet you they are getting some pictures for the team right now. Gonna have to get that clipped right there.
We do have a flank in progress right now. We're going to see how this works out. He's going to run into one. He's going to drop him. It's going to be 8. Picking up Krula. Picking up a 2-piece. Going for the 3. Picking up the 3-piece. 8 coming in and wrecking and going down at the hands of Mendicant.
Yes. Yes. This ain't cool, man. Alright guys, hopefully we'll be kicking off shortly. You're just going to have to bear with me on that scoreboard. I am going to fix it shortly, I promise you. Unfortunately, I just didn't want to stop the video there, because that would not be doing the video justice, as it is an amazing video. Oops. Hopefully we won't be too much longer before we're kicking off, would imagine. And it looks like we are off with both teams getting a nice start out the spawn there, guys. So excited to see that both teams are on it this time. And it looks like 405 sending minimal members to Echo and Delta, which is definitely sensible. And again, Strike Team 6 seems to have split themselves up. I'm not an advocate of splitting yourself up on this map from an early start. You need to keep together as Vanguard and head to Charlie. I know it does leave your back flags vulnerable, but initially you definitely want to be getting that hold on Charlie flag. Just to give you the initial free flag so that you can get the bleed healthily underway, like 405 have decided to do. And by the looks of it, they are pushing hard at the moment, with plenty of Strike Team 6 bodies there intermingled with the odd 405. So let's get a look from those cams there and see how things are looking. And looks like I'm going to be giving these guys the curse there, but as things move on, Stephen PK looks to be doing his job very well, very effectively as a medic, currently holding out on Charlie. got his gas mask on just in case, because these guys look to be going very happy with the gas at the moment, and unfortunately getting taken out from their 6 o'clock there, leaving them with no real presence on Charlie flag. There is 1 or 2 members left there, but they look to be struggling. Let's see how Lavish is getting on. Looks like he's going to be ducking out, going round on a flanking mission. But as he's on his own at the moment, he's definitely going to struggle. He's going to need to rethink things through. It looks like he's got some support now. And these guys might be making a bit more of an effective team now. Heading round onto Bravo, attacking those back flags. Not too sure what the objective is here, whether they've decided on Alpha or whether they're going to carry on with Bravo. If Strike Team 6 have been diligent, then they will have noticed that the flag just began to get captured in the background there. And as things look at the moment, Strike Team 6 are only holding Delta in the rear, but making an attempt here at Echo as well, leaving Charlie undefended. However, we do look to have a few members moving in, one at a time. I think I just caught Joker getting a melee kill on Duck Rusty there, unfortunately not capturing the visuals of it, just hearing it. And the two teams at the moment very much focusing now on the centre objective, Hellfire Bridge. Hellfire Junction, my bad. Right, let's have a look how things look from the top-down perspective. Things seem to be popping off here at the Echo, with 1 or 2 405 looking out for Grey St. Mare and his boys, but not having much luck. ERW team leader is currently underneath, and team leader Grey St. Mare is currently above. So whether these two are going to get into a little showdown, that would be interesting to see. I would definitely put my money on Grey St. Mare coming out of that. However, that said, ERW has made use of the Hell Regal, and that is going to go in his advantage in those close quarters proximities. Alright, let's see how things are looking over on Charlie flag. People don't seem to be worried too much about the impending 405 assault coming in here from Bravo direction, and unfortunately it looks like Strike Team 6 have just been wiped out on Charlie. However, I do see Alpha dropping in the background there, so it looks like Strike Team 6 are in a good position to capture those their home flags. Right, and they've managed to keep their presence on Echo as well, which is good to see, because as I say, they definitely need to work on those flags, running with only 89 points to 405's 115. Stephen PK moving in with his boys on Alpha flag. Going to be moving up by the looks of it. I wonder whether they're just going to skip Bravo. No, it looks like he's going to be going for Bravo. Looks like he's got a contact up to his 12 o'clock. Just going down to ability 12 there in his Model 10A Hunter. These guys not having the strongest of rounds compared to last round. Strike Team 6 came out extremely strong last round. It was a very close one. However, I think at the moment they are struggling to hold even their home base flag. They've managed to lose Delta and Echo now, and unless they capitalise by spawning on the gentleman, no, it looks like all their rear spawns are down, unfortunately, so that is Strike Team 6 now having to fight their way out of Alpha flag, which is obviously going to be quite hard for them. Just covering Manny the man at the moment. And looks like he's covering his buddies off in the distance there, but no immediate contacts with him going on. Let's just have a look at see how things. No, Jess, stay away from me, cat. Freaking cat is trying to attack me. Sorry. Okay, let's have a look. Bravo. Bravo looks to be a scene of a bit of a front line developing. 405 are holding out strong here at the moment, but Strike Team 6 are going to make an attempt here on Bravo anyway. We've got Ability coming in. I don't know whether he's going to be able to do it on his own. He has got some backup in the rear there, but Strike Team 6 looks to be very much on top of it, reacting to it very quickly there, sending a couple of guys out. Grey St. Mark's just getting revived in a really bad place. AJW with the crazy revives, and it looks like 405 are now moving up in strength, clearing out with grenades as they go. and looks like to be a bit of smoke they're using, which is not a bad idea for these for when you're stacking a room, which 405 have just managed to do. Unfortunately, it didn't go down in their favour. Strike Team 6 holding out strong there. I'm surprised. I thought Strike Team 6 would go down there, leaving the way open for Bravo, but 405 have struggled, and it just goes to show how hard it is for an attacking team when the other team is embedded in a bunker. You know, this it's definitely a lot harder to die, but it looks like they have managed to get the initiative there, moving through onto Bravo through the bunker, and it looks like Bravo is going in their favour slowly but surely. Let's just have a look at how things look on the map here, and it looks to be that we've got approximately a ticket divide of approximately 70 points between the two teams, with 405 running with 221 tickets to Strike Team 6's 148, and unless Strike Team 6 try some drastically aggressive strategies, I don't think they're going to be able to overcome this ticket deficit. Looks like Buffalo is one of the last remaining on Bravo, just firing a couple hits there, missing them all, going in with his pistol and going down, unfortunately. Let's just see at the how the scoreboard looks. Doomshot going 11-0 at the moment, Jessman going 10-1, Casualties going 10-2, and on Strike Team 6 side we've got Boyer going 8-6, Ash to Ash going 7-6, Joker MM1 going 9-8. So not much difference there between the two communities. However, when you look at the points divide, it is pretty significant. So this tells me that it's possibly a team effort on behalf of 405. Definitely the way things are looking. Ability just managing to get Ash there. Ash not having much luck at all going through that trench. 405 are making their presence known, and it looks like it's going to be an all cap from 405 as Strike Team 6 make an attempt to get their home base back, and this looks like it could definitely be it. However, it could possibly be that 405 have now overstretched themselves, left themselves with too many flags to defend, and Strike Team 6 are able to manipulate this situation. However, that said, there is a large deficit they are now facing. It is now 151 tickets, so once we hit that 100 ticket divide in these 500 ticket games, generally it is very hard for the losing team to come back. In fact, I've only seen that happen approximately 5 times in 2 years. So let's have a look at the Flying Pancho here at the moment, making use of the new DLC weapon there. Very heavy machine gun. And just holding out on Alpha at the moment. I'm not sure I would be holding out as much as these guys are at the moment. They need to be pushing, and they need to be flanking, and they need to be probing the line to find out where those weaknesses are, because there will be weaknesses, and at the moment it looks to be like on this left flank here, there is a pretty large gap that 405 have left now. Strike Team 6 have got their front units probing, as they should do. Then they should have established this, and it does look like we've managed to see a couple of members breaking through now. As I say, the risk of doing an all cap as opposed to a 3 cap or a 4 cap is that you risk overstretching your lines, and then we have this scenario happening where Strike Team 6 members are now starting to filter through, which again is going to make it a big issue. The question is whether they're able to do it in time before they lose so many tickets. As things stand at the moment, with best part of a 200 ticket divide between the two communities, I think it's very hard for Strike Team 6 to come back from this situation. 405 there have just been coming in too strong and putting up the defence. They've been very reactive. It's only in the last few minutes that we've seen their defence fold, and that Strike Team 6 members have been able to get onto their into their rear. Joker Man there getting a lovely little 2-piece with the Antarov, and looks to me like he's in the clear at the moment. He's going to continue moving. However, these guys obviously now know that he's here, and there it is, unfortunately going down. And it looks like the members of Strike Team 6 that did get through have now all been taken out. We do have a new flanking mission going on here, but these guys have decided to turn their attention on Alpha instead, using smoke to confuse and debilitate the defenders at 405. Ezekiel coming in and managing to get the flank on them, going right through the objective without being spotted, and possibly he's going to be headed to Bravo now. Lost Pikachu looks to be like he's heading in the same. I think these guys have got a plan here. I think they're going to be headed to Bravo, whilst their colleagues distract them from the left hand side here. And I have to say, it was working. Unfortunately for Strike Team 6, it was not a successful one. But guys, in the meantime, what a fantastic round, what a fantastic game we've been seeing between the two communities. That first round very close there, and definitely one to watch out for.
Staggering out. Look at this squad movement right here. You don't see this in non-competitive gaming, guys. You don't see it. You don't see this in pub matches unless it's a competitive team in the pub match. SWAT, though, look at this. Coming back. They've got the Echo, they've got the Alpha, they've got the Bravo, and they're trying to secure the Charlie.
Map 2. The winners are Strike Team 6, and we are heading to overtime.
Alright guys, and we are moving off here with map 2 round 1, Strike Team 6 versus 405. Don't forget to show them some love, guys. Hit them up with some love on Twitter and Facebook. Alright, should be approaching that 3-minute mark shortly. And kicking off, looks like Strike Team 6 are going to be running with a player down. Unfortunately for them. Looks like it was great, just doing a little bit of a restart between matches. Alright, hopefully we will be underway shortly, guys. As Mason's mentioned in the chat there, don't forget to check out T-Dow versus Enjoy, and that'll be going on live over at Kamikak's channel. So if you want to multi-stream us, then feel free. You can run us in 2 different windows. Go and give them some love, and check out the boys over at Enjoy and T-Dow, see how they're getting on. In the meantime, hopefully we will be kicking off shortly. Strike Team 6 look like they're still running with a member down there. Possibly might be having a slight delay at the beginning of this game, but hopefully we will be kicking off shortly. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like Gray's having a few issues there, but 405 looks to be giving him the time of day. Just bear with us, guys. Hopefully we'll be hitting it off shortly. Hopefully this means we're off now, as Gray has rejoined the server. No, it looks like Gray's back out again. And looks like the guys are out the gate with 405 starting off with a bit of a team kill there, unfortunately for them. This is the first time I've actually shoutcasted this match, this map, sorry, so it's going to be interesting to see how the 2 communities approach it. With it being a far more circular map, it's definitely going to be harder to form those front lines, and it looks like we've got a bit of a contact going on here with Savage the boss managing to get the first kill, if I'm not mistaken, as they move through to Echo, concentrating on the rear flags there, going straight for the home flags. Hey Prophet, what's going on, brother? How are you, my friends? Good to have you in the chat. Little shout out for our buddy Prophet on fire, and as well, not to mention Brett FX and Kuma and all the other wonderful people who I will mention before this match is over and done with. And as things stand, Savage the boss is still holding strong here on Echo with his teammates Doc Rusty, Bubba and Ability. These guys have been performing extremely well throughout this match, and obviously they work quite well as a team. Just locking up those doors there, not a bad idea. It's going to delay the enemy slightly. If they haven't got any explosives to get through, it might delay them more than just slightly. So these guys look to be having a I think they're setting up an ambush here. I'm not too sure though. Let's just have a look at how things are looking from Strike Team 6 perspective. as they move in. Here we go. We see Boyer there trying to get through the door that we've literally just seen locked by 405, and that is absolutely brilliant to see. Unfortunately, if anyone wants to clip that would be fantastic. But for Strike Team 6, looks like they're struggling to get through to Echo at the moment, but holding out on Delta, not managing to cap it there yet. Looks like the guys over at 405 are holding firm here on the objective. It's Needs Sleep and Lavish Horse doing all the work, and it looks like Mickey Bob's just blown through the door. My apologies, it looked like it was actually Hills, and he just went down, leaving Mickey Bob alive, but he's just again traded, and again we're seeing a few more a lot of team kill from 405. It's easy done given that we are playing hardcore, but you know, that's the fourth or fifth team kill I've seen from 405, so these guys definitely need to watch their fire. As things stand at the moment, we've got 405 in the lead with 81 tickets to Strike Team 6's 47, and the two teams are definitely thrashing it out, but 405 taking a strong lead from the start. Boyer going up against Bubba there. Bubba walking away with the victory, and it looks like these guys again are making use of smoke to confuse and debilitate the enemy. Of course, unfortunately, it confuses and debilitates the poor shoutcasters as well. But Strike Team 6 are holding out firm. ERW coming in thick and fast, coming in from two different directions now, and it looks like they have been able to clear Charlie Flag of any immediate Strike Team 6 threats. AJW in the background there, he's just holding out possibly for some more support. Looks like he might be writing Charlie off though. We've got Manny the man moving out. Doomshot very wisely is just going around the outside, making sure they haven't missed any stragglers, and it looks like that they have not. With things now secure at Charlie, I would imagine these guys will be headed over to Delta, given that Strike Team 6 have got a presence here. Now, looks like they're going to be going in from the inside, but looks Bubba is going to be moving in, and he manages to get Gray, followed by Ezekiel. Those guys just getting completely taken off their feet, unawares. Stephen moving in for the revive, managing the revive on both of them, but Stephen is definitely in a very awkward position here with I Need Sleep putting a lot of danger close fire in there from the two communities. And it looks like 405 are attempting to hit the objective from two different directions at once. But with Strike Team 6 putting a firm hold there, they're making it very hard. Seeing a lot of blue on red at the moment, with a lot of members from Strike Team 6 going down there. So it looks like they are holding out to the last on Delta. Given that they only have two objectives, they aren't really in a position to give Delta up. And if 405 get it, it's going to put them in an extremely hard situation to get out of tactically. And it looks to me like Lost Pikachu is one of the few Strike Team 6 members moving in, but he is now backed up by Stephen K and gets some. Dato Boyer also moving up as well against Logan. Logan making use of the murder holes there to wipe those guys out, getting a two-piece on the Strike Team 6, making use of those siege holes that of course would have, you know, make fantastic cover. Very hard to hit someone in, especially when you're approaching close quarters running up. You know, and that's why he was able to do so much damage and still maintained alive at the moment. Still alive as Stephen PK gets up and trades with him, and it looks like Cambo Bubba is coming in to take his spot and hopefully get some revives up. And 405 still holding out in the window with Stephen PK. Is he get? No, they're going to shut the window on Stephen, and unfortunately he has lost his ability to shoot down on them. Now, unless these guys have got any explosives, they're not going to be able to stack this door. As Ezekiel got a limpet mine, and no, he doesn't by the looks of it. He's got a grenade, and that was enough to blow the door. It must have been damaged already, leaving Flanagan very much on his own. These guys now, they've breached the doorway. They should be able to get into this room relatively easily. And It looks like they're just trying to consolidate their power outside of the door before ability trades with demonic human being, and these two guys unfortunately have just gone down against each other, but leaving Logan up, still holding the room there. Stephen, PK and Buffalo also coming up, but no real threat from them as things stand at the moment. PK going down, Logan still holding strong there out in the background. Medicine Owl coming up for support, which is probably a good job because at the moment Strike Team 6 are moving in strong on Delta position. They are determined to get this spot back. Unfortunately, it does look like they have lost all flags again, so I don't know whether they're going to try a flanking maneuver, but they definitely need to be sending their reconnaissance units forward to probe where the weaknesses are in the line. It looks like they've got a bit of a weakness up towards Echo, and it looks like if they were to flank round they could hit Charlie as well. However, they are concentrating on Delta as well. Now that might be a deliberate distraction just to keep 405 occupied whilst they send a few guys around the 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to cover Gray St. Mar here, who's forming up the rear of the flanking team, and he's just holding fast at the moment. Not too sure what his plan is, but his team is definitely moving up into a position here where they might be able to hit Charlie quite effectively. I think he might just be holding back as a spawn there. Not a bad idea, but he definitely wants to consider getting a little bit closer to the objective. The less distance you can put between you and the objective. Looks like Manny's got contacts coming in on the left hand side, but he hasn't actually seen them, and looks like his buddy was able to get it. Doom shot, if I'm not mistaken, and looks like another win for 405. Congratulations to them. And that was quite a win there, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is an overall win to 405, so congratulations to them.
Competitive esports done right. Brought to you by
Take a look at that teamwork. That is what it is all about here at the Hardcore League.
They don't even see him, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Holy smokes. Can he do it?
And that right there is how you dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. What a play. Tonight's matchup, girls versus boys, right here at the Hardcore League, sponsored by Gamers Community.
Hardcore League, the only place for large-scale competitive battlefield.
What's up, you filthy animals? A Badger ate my baby here for the Hardcore League Network, telling you how to get a content creation liaison set up for your team. Have that guy or gal send me a cool message on Discord, a DM message, and we'll get you set up with a team folder. Make sure your logo is good for the season that you guys are using, and then get with Bosch, that ugly old bastard, to set you up with that new liaison role so you can access the Highlight Media channel here on Discord. All you have to do then is while you're hanging out on Twitch, kicking back, tossing back a couple cool ones while you're watching a shoutcast of your buddies shooting each other in the face, you can use that clip feature, get 36 seconds of footage, or go back and archive broadcasts and get the same thing with that clip feature. Drop it in the Highlight Media channel. We'll push it out on social media during the week, Twitter, Facebook. Send it over to that furry bastard, Evil the Cat, to make sure your team stays in the limelight while you're at work, school, or even panhandling like D12. You know, that's how they make all their money. You want to see how it looks? Here you go.
Push all these objectives that they're close to, like Charlie right now. The Snake for the well-performed
yeah,
On the debut match,
On a
coming out with
debut
a
match.
big win.
Argumentum, Frost teammates in on Bravo. Possibly might be wise for him to wait for some team support. Ooh. Damn, that is some crazy shot there from St. D. Dobo. Which is going idea. Oh, thank you very much, Foggy Thames, for the biddy. What's up, my buddy? Thank you very much for dropping by. That's Deadly Pound also going down to Boomstick, which Boomstick managing the two-piece. Now getting supported by Devo, who's very sensibly put some smoke down. Hi.
Shoot, I'm missing everybody, man. I don't like you. You. And it's like, wait. Who'd you point at? Did you point at me, or who were you pointing at when you said your generic insult?
We need to be enough. He did just get that. He's on it. Oh, with the triple. Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? He gets the four, man. Oh my goodness.
Rock and roll, all of them working that patch. I bet you they are getting some pictures for the team right now.
Gonna have to get that clipped right there. We do have a flank in progress right now. We're gonna see how this works out. He's gonna run into one. He's gonna drop him. It's gonna be 8. Picking up Krula. Picking up a 2-piece. Going for the 3. Picking up the 3-piece. 8 coming in and wrecking and going down at the hands of Mendicant.
Yes. Yes. This ain't cool, man. Okie dokie, and we should be here for round 2, map 2, hopefully kicking off shortly. The two communities just getting themselves ready and in position. 405 already look to be ready to spread out to Delta Bravo Echo, with Strike Team 6 headed to Alpha Charlie Bravo. But at the moment it looks like Strike are in formation to hit Charlie, possibly then, to hit Alpha followed by Charlie sequentially. Just have a look how things are. Guys lining up ready there to go. Alright, just in the meantime, just give you a little bit of information about Strike Team 6. Let's throw that up.
Staggering out. Look at this squad movement right here. You don't see this in non-competitive gaming, guys. You don't see it. You don't see this in pub matches unless it's a competitive team in the pub match. SWAT, though, look at this. Coming back. They've got the Echo, they've got the Alpha, they've got the Bravo, and they're trying to secure the Charlie.
Map 2. The winners are Strike Team 6, and we are heading to overtime.
are losing objective apples.
C'est l'objectif qu'on doit capturer. Allez!
We have taken objective apples.
T'es blessé. Je vais t'aider.
We have lost objective apples. We have lost objective Charlie.
Versorgt deine Wunden.
We are losing objective Charlie. Return to the...
Tiens, une trousse de secours. Défendez cet objectif!
staggering out. Look at this squad movement right here. You don't see this in non-competitive gaming, guys. You don't see it. You don't see this in pub matches unless it's a competitive team in the pub match. SWAT, though, look at this. Coming back, they've got the Echo, they've got the Alpha, they've got the Bravo, and they're trying to secure the Charlie.
Map 2. The winners are Strike Team 6, and we are heading to overtime.
What's up, you filthy animals? A Badger ate my baby here for the Hardcore League Network, telling you how to get a content creation liaison set up for your team. Have that guy or gal send me a cool message on Discord, a DM message, and we'll get you set up with a team folder. Make sure your logo is good for the season that you guys are using, and then get with Bosch, that ugly old bastard, to set you up with that new liaison role so you can access the Highlight Media channel here on Discord. All you have to do then is while you're hanging out on Twitch, kicking back, tossing back a couple cool ones while you're watching a shoutcast of your buddies shooting each other in the face, you can use that clip feature, get 36 seconds of footage, or go back and archive broadcasts and get the same thing with that clip feature. Drop it in the Highlight Media channel. We'll push it out on social media during the week, Twitter, Facebook. Send it over to that furry bastard Evil the Cat to make sure your team stays in the limelight while you're at work, school, or even panhandling like D12. You know, that's how they make all their money. You want to see how it looks? Here you go.
Push all these objectives that they need, that they're close to, like Charlie right now. The Snake for the well-performed
yeah,
on the debut match.
On a
Coming out with a
debut
big
match.
win.
Argumentum, Frost teammates in on Bravo. Possibly might be wise thing to wait for some team support. Ooh. Damn, that is some crazy shot there from Saint D Dobo. Which is a good idea. Oh, thank you very much, Foggy 10 for the biddy. What's up, my buddy? Thank you very much for dropping by. That's Deadly Pound also going down to Boomstick, which Boomstick managing the 2-piece. Now getting supported by Debo, who's very sensibly put some smoke down.
Hi, shoot, I'm missing everybody, man. I don't like you. You. And it's like, wait, who'd you point at? Did you point at me, or who were you pointing at when you said your generic insults?
We need to be enough. He did just get that. He's on it. Oh, with the triple. Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? He gets the 4, man. Oh my goodness.
Rock and roll, all of them working that patch. I bet you they're getting some pictures for the team right now. We're gonna have to get that clipped right there. We do have a flank in progress right now. We're gonna see how this works out. He's gonna run into one. He's gonna drop him. It's gonna be 8. Picking up Krula, picking up a 2-piece, going for the 3, picking up the 3-piece. 8 coming in and wrecking and going down at the hands of Mendicant.
Yes. Yes. This ain't cool, man. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's been emotional. I look forward to seeing you all soon. If you want to head over to Kamika's channel, we've currently got T-Dow versus Enjoy. Do make a point of heading over there, showing them your support. Apart from that, it's been wonderful having you all here this evening. I've been KLW Hitman Pike, and you guys have been fantastic. Peace.